Hi everybody, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Cosmoctopus. I've got it all set up and ready to go. These are your tiles, which you'll have 9 out, and you'll put the Cosmoctopus here. And then we'll also have 2 magnifying glasses, and that has to do with the private investigator that you'll be versing in solo mode. One of the first things you'll want to do is determine the difficulty level. I'm going to be doing the first level, which is naive, and essentially they will start with 1 resource of each type. You start with 1 flipped, and that's how you know where you put the magnifying glass. So on the top left of this card, you'll see magnifying glasses will go on the tiles with yellow on them. Okay, so we have it on here and here because these are the yellow tiles. I also put 1 tentacle on this tracker here. This tracks how many tentacles the PI has collected throughout the game. Once it gets 8, we will lose the game. This is an additional card that eventually would get flipped when the tentacle reaches the number 5. And these are the 4 resources that it will start with here. I have a devotee reference card. This tells you exactly what you'll do on your turn. So first thing you'll do is move the Cosmoctopus, and movement is 1 space at a time orthogonally. You can pay an extra resource to move an extra space. You'll also play a card, which is optional. So to play a card, you'll have some cards in your hand. You start with 5. You can only have 8 cards in hand by the end of your turn, and 8 of each individual resource type. And then at the end of the turn, you rotate the Cosmoctopus. So the rotating of the Cosmoctopus, I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm guessing that's more of a multiplayer thing, where you just kind of like move it on the next turn. Anyway, I have also an icon kind of like reference card here. So if you want to pause here, just take a look at the icons and what they mean. But throughout the game, I'll probably be referencing this a lot. I have my little galaxy here. And throughout the game, I'll be gaining tentacles and placing them in between each of these. So there are 8 slots for me to do so. And that's how I'll know if I win the game or not. You also will start with 4 types of resources, 2 of each. So we have stars, whispers, ink, coin. Over here we have the devotee deck. It's a very hefty deck. It's like over 80 cards. You'll draw 3 out face up. And I think I've explained just about everything, except the forbidden knowledge tokens, which will cost 13 of each of these resources so that you can gain two tentacles. And when you do gain them, no one else can gain them. So if I gain them before the PI does, they do not get the chance to gain it. Okay, I decided to look up what rotate Cosmoctopus means, but actually in the multiplayer game, it would just rotate to face the player that is going to be taking the next turn. So it will always be facing me. Okay, so I think I'll be... Oh, I need to get the first contact cards out. So let me do that. Okay, so first contact cards always have this like purple color to the cost. And while the PI actually does not gain a first contact card, I will be able to choose from one of these 4 cards once I take my first tentacle. So when I gain my first tentacle, I immediately choose one of these 4 cards to add to my hand. So I'll be able to do that all by myself, and that really only happens one time. But in a multiplayer game, you'd be able to just like take a card, and then the next person to gain their first tentacle has to choose from the remaining first contact cards. So I'll put them, where should I put them? I'll put them on the side here, and then the discard pile will go here for the devotee deck. Alright, so I think we're good to go. I will go first and kind of talk through the rest of the rules that I did not go over. All right. I'm going to move. I can either move here or here. And I will... Oh, I have to draw my hand. I'll draw a hand of 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what I got. Then that'll determine what I might want to get. Okay. I got some cards that could give me permanent discounts. So these 2 cards will give me permanent discounts if I play it for resources that I would normally spend. And then these kind of give me an ongoing ability. That's what that does. And then this is a constellation, which I'll be able to play. And then as I gain these resources, I'll be able to place it on the card. And then once completed, gain these benefits on the bottom. And this sounds really cool, so I think I'm gonna just go for it. And it allows me to get a tentacle, so I'll try to get this resource. So I'll go ahead and go here. And by the way, they call these inky realms. That's what these are. So I went to this space, which is an inky realm, and I will gain 1 star, and then I'll gain a card from the card row. So I'm going to gain this star shell tortoise and then replace it. Now I could decide to play a card. And when you play a card, you have to keep in mind the cost on the top left. So for example, this star shell tortoise has a cost of 3 stars and 2 resources of any kind. So right now, I do have the resources to play star shell tortoise, so I might do that. But let's say I did not have enough stars to play Curious Lobster. I have 3 currently, I need 2 more. It is possible to also pay with your hand. So if I happen to have 2 constellation cards, I could discard them and use it to discount the number that is needed here. So keep that in mind. Your cards can also be used to discount the cost of a card you want to play if you don't have the resources to do it. So now I have to think if I want to play a card. And maybe I will. I will play Star Shell Tortoise, spending 3 stars and 2 of any other resource. And in this case, I'll use the red since none of my cards are red, so I don't think I'll need it. So that allows me to play Star Shell Tortoise. The next time I gain any of the resources, I get to place it on this card in this order. So I have to gain a red first, then the yellow, then this blue, and then the black. In that specific order. And then once completed, I'll discard this card and gain a tentacle. I get to move the Cosmoctopus to space. And gain plus 3 gold. Not sure why that's in parentheses. I have to double check what that might mean. But yeah, that is my turn. I have to discard down to 8 cards in hand, or 8 of each individual resource type, and I have no issues there. So now it is the private investigator's turn. And basically I get to give resources matching the card row. So it will get 2 ink and 1 gold, or 1 coin. If it has 13 or more resources of any one type of resource, it gains a tentacle. Well, it gains the forbidden knowledge and gains 2 tentacles, but it does not. If it has 8 of any certain type of resource, it gains 1 tentacle. It does not. It says, if gained any, draw a new behavior card, move the magnifying glass tokens, and it says if it has 8 plus tentacles, the PI wins. So, yeah, It doesn't really do anything else at this point. Alright, so my turn. I'll move to maybe... So I really needed a whisper, but the whispers are here. I'll need to spend a resource to get there. Not the end of the world, so I think I will do that. I'll move 1, 2, spend an ink. I'll gain 3 whispers. The first one will go on this card, and then the remaining 2 in my supply. After that, I get to play a card. And I don't think I will. So that's the end of my turn. Now the PI gets to go. And it's going to gain 2 ink and 1 gold. And nothing else happens again at this point. Back to me. I'm going to move. So I could move here. If I do, I have to give the PI a resource. I think it'll be worth it because I do want to try to finish this. So I'm going to move here. So the PI will get a coin. I'll also have to gain that coin, and then I get to draw from the card row. I'm going to draw a... I'll get a sentient ink pot. Actually, when I gain that coin, I'll place it on my constellation. And now I can see if I want to play anything. And I think I'll try. I'm going to... should I do this? Maybe. So if I can get away with it, maybe I will play... No, I don't have enough. I was gonna play mechanical typewriter, but I actually need 5 coins and I don't have it. I'm gonna be able to even with my cards. Sentient ink pot. Not entirely sure how this works. But basically it says if you have one of these cards in play, I'm looking at the reference, constellation slots matching the specified resource type are immediately filled from the bank when they open. If there are matching open slots when the card is played, they fill immediately. These cards can be combined to fill multiple slot types. See page 7 for more about constellation slots. So, I guess it all just happens immediately. Which is helpful, I guess, to fill this one. Sure, I'll do it. So I'm going to pay 2 coins, discard my clockwork hummingbird, and spend 3 resources that I have here to play the sentient ink pot, and that will allow me to fill this with an ink. Okay, that's my turn. I have no resources. The PI will go. They'll gain 3 black or 3 ink, which is not great. Alright, so it does not have 13 or more of any resource. It does have 8 of the black resources, so they will gain 1 tentacle. And when they gain a tentacle, they get plus 2 coins, which is not good. Okay, and it says, if gained any tentacle, draw a new behavior card, move tokens. Okay, just gonna do that. Oh, it's gonna say in the same spot. Okay. Where would I want to go? I want to try to move here to get this, so let's do it. Let's go one spot there, gain 1 star, put it on the constellation. Oops. And then draw 1 card from the card row. I'm going to draw this one. Okay, now this constellation is completed. And this allows me to gain 1 tentacle. And then I get to move the Cosmoctopus to any location. I'll go ahead and do this. And gain 3 stars. Okay, let me just double check the star shell tortoise. So the star shell tortoise, ooh, it doesn't actually say anything here specifically, but let's look at the icons then. So the +3, I'm assuming means if I don't want to move, I could gain 3. Okay, so how that works is actually I would not be able to choose where it goes. It has to go here. And so I would move it there to gain the 3 coins. 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming the PI would not get that because it's not a move on my turn but from a card. So let's just stick with that. Alright, so that will go here. And because I did gain my first tentacle, I get to take 1 first contact card. And I'm going to place this as my turn. Alright, so after that, that's a card I placed from my hand. And then, let's see, I think that's all I can do for now. They will gain 2 black. Oh, they're supposed to spend. Let's do that. They do gain 2 of them. And then a star. Sorry, that was a little sloppy. But now we look at the counts. Nothing happens because they did not gain any tentacles. Back to me. I would like to move here. Let's do that. Give me a whisper. I'll put that on this constellation. Oh yeah, when this constellation comes, I get to put an ink on it immediately because of Sentient Ink Pot, which is awesome. And then I also gain a card from the card row, and I will gain... I'm so tempted by these, so let's do it. The Dreamwake Devolver. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cards in hand. I could decide to play one of them. I don't think I can afford to, so I'm gonna have to just keep going. Alright, they're going to gain 3 inks. And back to me. I'm going to move... I'll just have to move... Oh gosh. It's tough because I don't want to go in the yellow because it gives them 1 more, but I'm gonna have to. Alright, so I'll gain 3 yellows. 1, 2, 3. Putting 1 on my constellation here. And then they also gain 1, so they have 7. Keeping an eye on that. And then I get to play a card. And let's see. There's nothing I can play really for now. So that's that. PI will gain 3 black, which is not great. Again, 2, 3. It has 8, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly. Spending 8 to gain a tentacle. They have total of 2, and basically it says when it gains a tentacle, each player loses 2 coins. So I'll do that, and then I'll flip over a new card. Okay, so now the magnifying glasses will move to the inks, which is pretty good, I guess. my turn, I will want to move, yeah, I'll move here. 1, 2, spending 1 resource to move that extra space. I'll gain 3 stars, 2, and then the third one will go here, allowing me to complete this constellation. I gain 1 tentacle, so now I have 2. I could decide to play a card now, which I still don't think I have enough. So that's that. PI is going to gain 3 ink. Wow, those ink cards are really coming out like crazy. And I swear, I took a lot of time to shuffle them. But nothing happens out with them right now. I'm going to move to... I'll move here, gaining a star. I get to draw one of these. I'll draw this. And then I could play something, I think. I'm going to play this Tragedy of a Trillion Suns, costing 3. And I'll discard 3 of these black ink cards to play it. So this will give me a permanent discount of 2 stars for a card in my hand, or, yeah, card that I want to play. I'll end my turn. I go in to gain 1 and then 2 inks. Nothing happens again. I'll go ahead and go here. Gain 3 stars. 1, 2, 3. And I'll play Curious Lobster, discounting this by 2. So it's 3 stars. And then 5 generic resources. So I'll use the remaining 5 resources that I have. And now, this would trigger, I guess, but this actually does not have any ink required to finish the constellation. And then I'll end my turn. The PI will gain 2 inks, 1 whisper. Okay. Then it's back to me because it doesn't have 8 of any of these. I would like to gain more of these. So that's, well, I can't. I had to come down here, I guess. I'll get this. Then I'll get a card from the card row. I'll gain that. Draw. And at this point, I will gain 1 of each of those. Okay, so it definitely has 8 of these now. Lots of ink it's been spending. And it gains a third. And PI gains +2. Flip. And it's going to stay in the same places. Back to me. I'm going to move here. Gain 3. 1, 2, and the third one will go on this constellation. And I can't do anything. PI will gain 1 black, 1 star, 1 whisper. And then back to me. I would like to get here, so let's go 1, 2, spending this. Gaining 3 stars, getting 1 here. And still nothing I can do. PI will gain ink, star, and whisper. And then it's my turn. I'll move here to gain another star. And I'll gain a card from the card row. I'll go here. Voices from Beyond the Galaxy. I mean, I'll take the card. And then, is there anything I want to do? So I could play this. Dreamwake Revolver. I think I'd rather... I don't know if I can use a card to discard to gain one of these. I'm guessing I could. Let's see. Go ahead and maybe... Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do. Alright, so they will gain ink. Oh. They gain ink, star. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, super close for those. Let's see. What should I do? I guess I'll go here and gain that coin to put on this constellation. And I'll get to draw a card from the card row. I'll draw this one, I think. Alright, I'll go ahead and... Can I play anything? Could play this, I think. Really, I'll just need 3, and then 3 generics, which I could discard from hand, I think. I don't know if I should waste it on that. I think I will. So I need to pay 3 stars, 3 resources. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, I've played that card. This does have an ink on it, so I can place that immediately there. And then PI's turn. They'll get 2 reds and a star. And at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so it's gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reds. Gonna gain a tentacle. When I gain a tentacle, each player loses 2 ink. I don't have one, so that's fine. Alright. New card. Put these magnifying glasses go here and here. I'm going to move here to gain 3 whispers, putting 1 here. Can't do anything else. They're going to gain 2 red, a star. That star makes them get 8 total. They're going to gain their 5th tentacle. Alright, so it says when the PI gains their 5th tentacle, flip this card. Immediately flip all special Inky Realm tiles. These tiles become voids. Cosmoctopus can move onto and through void tiles, but they no longer grant any bonuses. Oh, okay. That's this. And it's special because it has this asterisk, I guess, on the bottom. Okay. So this flipped as well to mark that it has 5. Okay. So now that it gains 1, PI gains plus 2 stars. We flip this over. It's going to stay in place. Wow, it does not look like it shuffled, but it does stay there. And then I'll play. I'm going to move here. Gain this, put it here. And I'll get to gain a card in the card row. So I'm going to gain this card. Nothing I can play at this time. They're going to gain 2 whispers, 1 star. Okay. I'll go here, gain 3. Let's see. Nothing I can do right now. This is a tough one. Alright. It's 2 and then a star. Back to me. I guess I'll go here. Gain this ink. And I'll get to draw a card. And I'll draw this one. Nothing here to do. They will gain 2 whispers and one of these. So wow, that sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna gain a tentacle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll gain 1 more, and I'm about to lose. Oh no. None of us got the forbidden knowledge, which is crazy. Each player loses 2 stars. I don't have anything to lose. Okay, these move here, here. Feel a little stuck. I don't know. Definitely feel stuck. Let's see. Let's go here. Try to finish Curious Lobster. I'll move 1, 2, 3. So spending 2 resources. I can gain a star. Finish this off. I gain a tentacle. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 5 stars. And then I could play a card. Well, I could gain a card from the card row first. So I'll go ahead and gain this. Maybe actually I'll take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Okay, so now I can decide to play a card. Oh, and I gained 1 of these actually. So I get to finish this too, I think. I had gained it from that card. So I gained a tentacle. And that icon means to discard something. I'm guessing it's, oh, it says play a card for free. It has to be a constellation card though. So maybe I could do that. Let's see what I have. This, so I'll play this for free. Cool, that's neat. Alright, so let's see what I can play for my turn. I have discount on that, but none of my cards actually require it. I have one. Maybe. Yeah, I don't even think I can do anything worthwhile, but I have so many resources that will be wasted, so I might as well play something, right? That's so unfortunate. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I'll spend 3 reds, 3 of anything, 2, 3. And I'll play Voices from the Galaxy, and I'll get 8 Whispers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to try to keep these, and at the end of my turn, I have to return. Oh, no, no. It's 8 of each, guys. Oh my gosh, okay. I was gonna say I had to remove all those, but I don't. Okay, so that's it. That's my turn. PI will gain 2 coins in the Whisper. And back to me. Would be good to gain stars, so let's do that. And 1 would go here. Oh yeah, and since I have sentient ink pot, this ink goes here. Cool. I could definitely play something. I can do this one. Behold the Yawning Darkness. And I think I automatically just gain a tentacle. Although it doesn't have like this icon here, but I think it happens immediately. So I'll go ahead and spend 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 8 resources. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll gain that tentacle. Alright, that was my turn. PI will gain 2 coins, 1 Whisper. Alright. I'll go here, gain a star, and then draw a card. Just draw this one. And then that's all I'll do. They're gaining 1 Whisper, 2 coins. Then I'll get to move. I'll go here to get 3. Exactly 8. And this would be 9, 10. So I'll just need 3 more to get this Forbidden Knowledge. Playing a card. I don't think I'm going to. They're going to gain 2. Oh no! They're gonna win. They're gonna win, guys. Alright, because they have 8 coins, they spend all 8. And then they get their 8th tentacle, guys. Wow. I had 5 tentacles. I was 3 away. This was tough. I don't know. I need to shuffle better, I think. Because it was a lot of like back-to-back like spaces being covered. I mean, that is the nature of the game, obviously. But man, I felt like that was a really tough game for me. But it was good. It was pretty quick. I did feel it was a lot of like, I don't know if it was difficult decisions. Like there's really only so much you can do on your turn. So I felt like a lot of my turns felt empty, like I was stuck. And I don't like that feeling. So I'm gonna have to get this some more plays, and this might be more fun with other players versus this PI. I am curious though how the PI would ever get 13 or more tentacles. I mean, 13 or more of a resource type, because anytime it hits 8, it just restarts, right? And then, is there any way it could possibly get up to 13? Like, if it had 7, it would need to be able to get, like, what, 5 more? I don't know, it seems a little strange to me. But anyway, overall, I liked how this game felt. I hope this playthrough gave you a good idea as to what the gameplay looked like. And yeah, I'll be very interested in your thoughts. So put them into the comments. Let me know what you think. And of course, as always, let me know if I've made any mistakes in the gameplay itself. But there you have it. That is my solo playthrough of Cosmoctopus. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks.